Daisy! Sorry, had to get that out. Just getting the garganta ready, the throat. Anyways, the vocal cords going. So, the more I use this team, the more I fall in love with it. As Daisy brings in her team to challenge Ice Gym. Now, this team, I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it. I've said it enough times. So, these two mons as leads are deadly. But I kind of had a feeling that Daisy would want to lead with a Chansey. So I'm like, no, not on my watch. So I fake out the Chansey. Some of that for you. I Iron Head the Shuckle. I'm trying to see how much it's gonna do. So super effective. I get the lucky. Well, actually no, I don't get the lucky flinch. I get the I can do a decent amount. Shuckle and Chansey exchange stats. I go for the knockoff on the Chansey. What do I do? Did I just let this Chansey go out, right? Okay, well, anyways, I take out the Shuckle. I want no more of that Shuckle around because I don't know between him and you know what? I just want to deal with it. As Chansey sets up a minimize and good job, Daisy. You've done it. You actually got to set it up, and I am in a world of danger. As Charizard comes in, and yeah, this Charizard is a threat. It's a huge threat to this team. So I bring in the Icebox, and I'm like, you're probably gonna die. You're gonna die. Especially when it is real that it is indeed Charizard Y, because I wasn't entirely sure at the moment. I was like, no, Charizard Y all over your face. So this thing, the ice gone, right? Fire on. And I'm like, all right, well, it's gonna be hard to deal with as I go for the break on the Chansey. Actually lands and does mediocre damage, and I'm just like, what the heck, Chansey? And Fire's just gonna destroy my Icebox. As Slapjoy goes for another minimize, and actually, just noticed what that name means. Very good of you. So I bring in my Frosty. My Stay Frosty. I bring it in. I set up the ice again, the hail. I mean, it's not really going to play too much of a part with regards to like how much damage it would have been doing. But I'm like, all right, you know what, we'll do that. And what do I do this turn? I think I taunt, right? Do I taunt? I don't know. I went for the Icicle Crash. I was trying to hit the Charizard, right? Right? Yes. I instead hit the Glaceon on the switch. And I do get to land the taunt on the Chansey. And that was a bit lucky on my part, since that thing had minimized twice, right? So I'm like, alright. As the Glaceon takes some recovery of health. I'm losing my voice. Well, not my voice. I'm losing my thoughts. As I bring in your mama into the fight. So, your mama's in here. Chansey withdraws. Charizard comes back in, sets up the sun, and in a pretty good position, Charizard, huh? In a pretty good position there, pal. I go for the break on the Glaceon. Glaceon should be able to deal with it pretty well. And then Glaceon goes for a Hidden Power. Hidden Power... Grass? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Daisy could enlighten us as to what hidden power that is, if she chooses to, because, you know, it might play a role later on at some point against somebody else. So, I bring in my Frosty back. I reset the ice. Glaceon takes out Yo Mama with hidden power. And now, my Stay Frosty is going to take a flamethrower and pretty much die! So it's not looking good. I'm losing Mons left and right. Glaceon recovers with the Ice Body. But there was a reason for all of this. There was a reason indeed. I preserved my Coldberg, and I preserved the Weavile with the Sash. And I bring those boys back in here. Let's see what I do here. As Heracross enters the fray. Let's see, I fake out who? Who was it I fake out? Oh, I fake out the Heracross. And then go for the Rock Slide. So that's going to give the ability for Charizard to come in on a switch. Heracross gets buffeted with the Hail. Charizard comes back in, sets up the fire. Well, sets up the sun. And it's not looking good. I'm like, I'm gonna lose. So, I go for the Icicle Crash on the Charizard. I'm pretty sure Charizard can live it, but I'm like, maybe I get a flinch. Maybe I'm lucky enough to get a flinch. As Heracross goes for the Pin Missile, and will he get enough? No, gets just the 2 hits, enough for me to actually survive, and I actually outspeed the Charizard, and so we never get to find out with the flinch, right? I didn't get flinched, did it? I'm not entirely sure. Darn it, I missed that. Dang it! Anyway, so Charizard ends up going down, and that was actually pretty big because if Charizard had gotten a chance to attack, it would have taken out probably Cold Warrior. Somebody would have died. But anyways, down it goes. Next turn, I take out Heracross. And take out Sylveon, right? Yeah, Sylveon's gonna go down as well. What is going on here? So Sylveon, Heracross going down, and just like that, the tide has turned. And all this yelling is really just, well, it's damaging the vocal cords. So Chansey, Slapjoy, by herself to deal with these 2 physical beasts, and it's gonna pretty much get taken out first shots by the Weavile. And that is the battle. Down goes Daisy. A hard-fought battle. Next time, Daisy. Next time.